Okay, recording. I think I'm recording. What the hell was that clicking sound? Okay, yeah, I'm good. Alright, for right now, I'm going to keep this video private. I'm shooting this with my DSLR on mounted on the tripod, shooting it off of my laptop. I found this morning while I was looking for the ogre footage to find out which tree he was under, and I found it. Unfortunately, I also found something else. I don't know if it was reaching for my leg. Perhaps it was reaching for the camera. I don't know. What I'm going to do, this is the original source video, clip 19, when I was surrounded at the very beginning. So I'm going to go through this frame by frame. As you can see, it's starting to move. Alright, and I'm going to move it a little faster till I get to where we're going. You see that first little weird pixelation issue that's up here in this corner. This is where we're going to spend the majority of our time. But when that pixelation first hit, if you look right here on this right side of the birch tree, directly behind this birch tree, let me give you a little heads up first. Directly behind this birch tree is a fir tree, big fir tree. That's where the ogre was at. But that's also where I found something else. This first little glimpse of something gray is the face of a Bigfoot that is actually laying underneath the fir tree and kind of peeking around the corner of this birch. And I don't know what the hell is so spectacular about this corner that it takes two of them, or maybe even three of them, to focus on this region, but they do. So I'm moving the camera way too fast, and I don't know what the heck is wrong with me, whether or not they did something to my brain or whatever, but for some reason I'm just focusing on the ground. I'm moving the camera too fast, I'm moving it all over the place, and literally only focusing it on the ground. So you can still see his face comes a little more clear. He's like, uh-oh. You can see between that frame and this frame, he's looking kind of towards me off to my right quarter, and then he turns his head more to the left. You see him with his mouth open, nose, eye, and here's the top of his head. And then, see this pixelation thing going on here? There is something that the camera is being blocked from seeing that, I don't know, you're going to see a whole lot of pixelation weirdness going on in that upper right corner. So now he's turned his head, he's looking directly at me, and it's more like a, oh shit, I'm busted look. And for some reason, I keep moving the camera in this direction. Here's the first, another piece of this pixelated picture, only in this top right corner. I'm moving one frame at a time. Personally, I can't see anything but leaves there that they would be so seriously focused on. You know, there's a glimpse of, you know, kind of a clear glimpse of what's there. What could they possibly be focusing on? Unless it's maybe in this hole under this stick. Maybe it's, you know, it kind of looks like a little face there. Is there a little person? Maybe a baby or something under there? Could this only be pareidolia? That's possible too. I don't know what the hell it is. But as I move forward here in the frames a little bit, you can see a little bit of a hand over here from Mr. peeking around the birch tree. And there he is again. But what we're going to focus on mostly is up here in this corner. So you see a black spot here that in the movement of the camera you can see kind of a little bit of a, what looks like a dog face. Maybe it's his pet dog, I don't know. But right here is the first shot, very clear image of a hand. It's moved a little bit as I move forward. Oops, now it's into a pointing position, and you see the first glimpse of a face here. And I think the next face is going to show up in this spot. We'll see here. Yeah, there it is. Here's the hand coming out from underneath. But for right now, because the camera is moving so damn fast, it looks kind of like a light gray. It will turn dark gray here in a second as I move forward. There's the fingertips coming back out, yes, in a dark gray. There's a hand. Look at that fingers. Can you see those? I hope you can see those. Let me see on the... Yeah, alright, I'm looking at the back of the camera here. On the back of the DSLR. You can definitely see it. And he sees, oh shit, the camera's pointed at me, and starts to draw the hand back. But of course my camera's now moving away, because who the hell knows what the hell's going on inside my head. And as I start to move away, he reaches back out again. So now we can see 1 finger, 2 fingers, 3 fingers, 4 fingers, and just the tip of the thumb. A little clear shot of a furry hand. And again, I move away. And I'm moving a little faster so you can see what happens with this weird pixelation area up here in the top right corner. I swear it looks like something cloaked reaches out to grab whatever this is. I don't know what it is. I don't see anything there except leaves. I see something move. Maybe it's just a piece of grass. Yeah, it's just a piece of grass moved over something on the ground. So I'm moving forward. See how fast? Ah, there it is. Here's a pixelation. Goes up like this, like this, like this, like this. But it's almost as if there's a hand or something inside it that's cloaked or under some kind of an energy, something that reaches out. There it is again. So the rest of the camera image is moving, and yet this is very, very pixelated but also clear. And it appears as though there are more than one face. There's one here. Something going on there. I'm not sure what it is. That's looks like a little devil there with horns. Eye, mouth, little nose in between it with horns. It's not the first one of those I've seen. And then whoosh, something goes through, all pixelated through the camera. We know how fast they can move, almost fast like vapor. So maybe something shoots through the image, and then I move off to go look at something else. Hello, buddy. Nice little face on him. I don't know how clear you can see that camera to a computer screen. Here's another one right here that showed up. He's one of those with the teddy bear ears. Weirdest fucking thing I've ever seen. The Alabama Paranormal Sisters down there, they were the first ones that brought that up to me. I had already been seeing them for several weeks, but I didn't tell anyone. They said, oh, the strangest thing we found lately in our footage is Bigfoot that look like teddy bears. I was like, oh shit, they're seeing them too in Alabama. All kinds of weirdness going on here. Pixelation stuff going on at this top corner again. I don't know. I would have loved to have had my EMF detector going at that time, but I didn't, unfortunately. That guy looks like a zombie. It looks like something straight out of Raiders of the Lost Ark. One of the dead guys with a snake coming out of its mouth or something. I don't know. I know that right here in this section, there's actually 2 or 3 of them there standing behind about 5 layers of very, very thin brush. So what looks like a big brush pile here is actually 5 layers of really, really thin, very easy to see stuff. So it's a great place to camouflage yourself if you want to stay hidden. You could walk right up and be able to see me like I was, looking through a window. More of that weird, crazy, pixelated stuff. This is the tree that the ogre is in. So far I've found that they like to get in on top, in the center of these fir trees, stand on the branches, and then they'll push these branches down and look out just like they're looking through a window. So there's another guy looking through. I haven't gone this far forward. Oh, hello. You know, unless you have an opportunity or the ability to really slow down this footage, they are able to move so quickly. It's just crazy. So here is my hole that we started the video on. As we came around, down here is where it reached out from. Is that a dog man, or is that a Bigfoot, or maybe is that a teddy bear? Who knows? But let's see if we catch anybody reaching out again from under there. Hopefully I actually smart enough to move the camera that way. Here's it. You can actually watch his face as he's looking around this branch and through these blackberry bushes. You see him move his head. He's looking up, brings his head down, looks over at me. Strange. There's another swoosh as it goes through the film, or through the footage. Very strange, very, very strange. But here's Mr. Ogre right here. And he pixelates also. I wonder if he's the one causing this pixelation. I wish I'd left it on his face there for a little bit. See if I can catch him moving. We got some movement up here by this guy. But no, I don't stay there because my head's not thinking straight. As I keep heading around and around and around, just like frickin' taking the camera and swinging it like a crazy man all over the place. What the hell is wrong with me? Look at that. That's not that is at half speed right there. This is half speed. What the hell was I doing? Very, very strange. Boing, just slinging and swinging and pointing down, pointing up. Certainly not thinking clearly at this stage of the game. I don't know. Anyway, the one that was originally looking around the corner of the birch tree, here's his face again. So he is still there. Well, let's go. I know. Let's swing back over here and check out Mr. Twisted Birch Tree. See if I can get a shot of him there. There's a couple of them sitting right here. There are at least 5 of them in this part of this fir tree, doing the exact same thing as the rest of them. Do I make it all the way over to the birch before I sling it back the other way? Of course not. Again, like I said, this is only at half speed. Come on, let's go. Almost there, almost. That twisted birch, double birch tree is just off camera on the right hand side. Look at this crazy behavior. What in the hell is wrong with me? I know, let's look way up in the trees for absolutely no reason at all. Now, of course, like I said, this is at half speed. Oh, look at that. I'm actually starting to pan out a little bit. Maybe I'll catch that twisted birch tree. Here's the first beginning of that birch. On the right hand side is, he's standing out there. Yeah, just a little bit. Got his left hand on his winky. And then I know this part. Let's set the camera on the ground and completely block the birch tree altogether. Absolutely stupid, crazy behavior. You can see Mr. Orange guy on the right side of the birch tree moving just a little bit, but certainly not a good clear footage of anything. So, as soon as I get the camera to the ground, I'll go ahead and shut this down. Maybe that's where I set the camera down and lit a cigarette, my final one, before they ripped my liver out of my butthole or something. I don't know. Strange behavior. So, alright, that'll be the end of this video. I don't know if you were able to see it, or hopefully you did. And I'll get this put up on YouTube right away, so you'll be able to take a look at it. See ya.